Dopamine plays a pivotal role in shaping our ongoing motivation and confidence, acting as a fundamental building block for both personal and professional achievement. By understanding how to effectively harness dopamine, we can unlock pathways to enhanced productivity, urging us to reach our fullest potential. To delve deeper into the biological roots of procrastination and motivation, it's crucial to explore the neural circuits associated with dopamine. This understanding opens up a treasure trove of practical strategies designed to combat procrastination, empowering individuals to take decisive action rather than linger in inaction. Another intriguing aspect is the concept of dopamine dynamics, which unveils the nuances of our motivation and well-being. By learning to fine-tune our dopamine levels, we can enhance both our mental and physical health, creating a more balanced and fulfilling life experience. Among the key pathways influenced by dopamine is the nigrostriatal pathway, which is crucial for initiating and suppressing movement. This intricate circuit governs our actions, orchestrating both voluntary decisions and involuntary responses, highlighting the profound impact dopamine has on our everyday behaviors. In conjunction with movement, the mesolimbic pathway stands as a vital player linked to our most essential survival functions and overarching motivation. It forms a connection with the hypothalamus, managing hormonal outputs that modulate behaviors tied to basic needs like hunger and even libido. Switching gears to higher cognitive functions, we encounter the mesocortical pathway, which directly influences our decision-making processes and impulse control by connecting to the prefrontal cortex. Any damage to this area can lead to significant challenges in suppressing unwanted actions, underscoring the importance of dopamine in regulating our impulses. As we examine the peaks and troughs of dopamine, we gain insight into the fluctuating nature of our motivation, which often shifts in response to our actions and external stimuli. This understanding clarifies why we may feel driven to pursue particular desires at times, while at others we find ourselves losing that spark. An illustrative analogy emerges when we consider a wave pool, effectively conveying the ebb and flow of dopamine levels. This visualization aids in grasping the relationship between our actions and dopamine dynamics, allowing us to better comprehend how these factors interplay in shaping our motivations. Interestingly, it's not just the achievement of rewards that prompts dopamine release, the anticipation of rewards does as well. Recognizing this vital component of the motivational process allows us to appreciate the intricate workings that propel us toward our goals. Further complicating our understanding is the concept of reward prediction error, which describes how our expectations of a reward differ from actual experiences, subsequently influencing our dopamine responses. This phenomenon can either spark increased motivation or lead to feelings of disappointment, depending on the outcome. Grasping these dopamine dynamics equips individuals with the tools to turn cravings into motivational fuel, particularly during challenging periods or times when procrastination looms large. This heightened awareness of our behavioral patterns becomes indispensable for effective self-regulation. However, it's essential to recognize that the context in which we set our goals significantly influences our motivation levels. Different environments can either uplift our confidence or diminish our persistence, ultimately impacting our ability to achieve the desired outcomes. Dopamine's influence extends to all corners of our lives, driving us to pursue various goals, whether that's ordering our favorite food or striving for academic excellence. This motivational force is intricately woven into the cues we encounter along our journeys, shaping our decisions and actions. The concept of reward prediction error again comes to light, emphasizing how our brains learn from the discrepancies between expected rewards and their actual outcomes. This learning process is not just fascinating, but also essential for adapting our behaviors moving forward. However, it's critical to acknowledge that these dopamine-driven processes can also lead to addiction, narrowing the spectrum of pleasurable experiences. Understanding this connection is vital for addressing addiction-related challenges and fostering healthier behavioral patterns. For example, the immediate surge of dopamine following cocaine use leads to euphoric feelings, reinforcing the pursuit of the drug. Unfortunately, this reinforcement can create profound difficulties when it comes to maintaining long-term goals, illustrating the complexities of motivation. As dopamine levels spike dramatically with substance use, they often plummet just as quickly, triggering cravings for more. This cycle perpetuates an agonizing loop of addiction and dependency, posing significant barriers to recovery. What's more, different substances exert differing effects on dopamine levels. Cocaine, for instance, induces a remarkable spike. Gaining a deeper understanding of these effects is essential for mitigating the risks associated with substance use and addiction. Interestingly, caffeine not only stimulates dopamine release, but also promotes an increase in dopamine receptors over time, shaping individual responses and dopamine signaling. This characteristic sets caffeine apart from many other substances that impact dopamine. Navigating the path of addiction recovery often necessitates a period of complete abstinence, often around 30 days. This journey can ignite discomfort stemming from dopamine troughs. Understanding this aspect equips individuals to manage their recovery journeys more effectively. Achieving a healthy baseline level of dopamine becomes vital for sustaining motivation and goal pursuit. Engaging in practices such as prioritizing sufficient sleep and incorporating non-sleep deep rest can significantly help restore and maintain those crucial dopamine levels. Among the effective techniques for enhancing dopamine levels are non-sleep deep rest (NSDR) methods, which can boost dopamine levels by as much as 65%. These powerful tools for mental health include practices like breathing exercises and body scans that promote relaxation and rejuvenation. Moreover, our nutrition plays a pivotal role in sustaining baseline dopamine levels, particularly through dietary sources rich in tyrosine, an essential amino acid. Consuming such foods can lay the groundwork for optimal dopamine synthesis. In addition to nutrition, exposure to morning sunlight is crucial for regulating dopamine levels and mood throughout the day. Just a brief moment basking in the sun can ignite a cascade of beneficial hormonal responses that enhance our overall well-being. Surprisingly, even cold water exposure can markedly elevate baseline dopamine levels for extended durations, offering a natural approach to enhancing mood and motivation. Cold showers or ice baths serve as effective strategies to tap into this invigorating potential. However, the timing and method of cold exposure are critical. Early morning sessions are recommended to harness maximum dopamine release throughout the day. To ensure safety, individuals should gradually acclimatize to colder temperatures. Various supplements, including L-tyrosine and mecanoprurians, have demonstrated efficacy in elevating dopamine levels. Nonetheless, the responses can vary significantly from person to person based on individual metabolism and dosage tolerances. Prescription medications like L-Dopa and bromocriptine, often utilized in treating Parkinson's, can lead to peaks and troughs in dopamine levels, which may adversely affect an individual's motivation and cognitive functions. This highlights the importance of careful management in such cases. Compelling studies reveal that L-tyrosine supplementation can enhance dopamine levels and improve cognitive performance. Such effects are particularly pronounced during stressful situations or when baseline dopamine levels are low, underscoring its potential as a cognitive enhancer. While the recommended dosage for L-tyrosine can vary, starting with lower amounts is typically advised. Moreover, it is essential to monitor the effects of L-tyrosine in conjunction with other stimulants to avoid any adverse reactions. In the journey of enhancing motivation, the interplay between effort and discomfort is vital. By leveraging the connection between these experiences, individuals can often recover from emotional lows more swiftly, gradually elevating their baseline dopamine levels over time. Furthermore, the intricate relationship between dopamine and emotional states can give rise to issues such as postpartum depression. This condition often surfaces after significant life events, resulting in a dopamine deficit that can profoundly affect well-being. Interestingly, while rewards can initially ignite motivation, their removal may lead to a waning interest over time. This phenomenon underscores the delicate balancing act of dopamine levels as they relate to human behavior and motivation. Striking a balance between enjoying activities and introducing external sources of dopamine is crucial for sustaining long-term enthusiasm. Learning to safeguard our personal interests is key to ensuring that enjoyment remains genuine and heartfelt. From personal anecdotes about exercise, we see how external stimulants can elevate performance temporarily, but may ultimately lead to energy troughs later on. This observation emphasizes the necessity of moderation when engaging in dopamine-boosting behaviors. Moreover, avoiding the layering of dopamine-enhancing activities is essential for preserving intrinsic motivation. Engaging in pursuits purely for the sake of joy, devoid of additional stimuli, becomes a cornerstone for lasting satisfaction and fulfillment. Ultimately, the concept of dopamine peaks and troughs plays a crucial role in our motivational landscape, fundamentally influencing how we respond to both challenges and rewards in our lives. This understanding equips us with the knowledge necessary to enhance our goal achievement strategies. Adopting a growth mindset is vital for navigating obstacles, allowing individuals to view challenges not as insurmountable barriers, but rather as opportunities for personal development. This shift in perspective fosters resilience and the persistence needed to surmount difficulties. Yet, procrastination often emerges from low motivation or the fear of failure, leading individuals into a cycle of avoidance behaviors. To combat this trend, identifying and addressing these underlying issues is critical in facilitating a return to productive endeavors. Understanding the intricate relationship between dopamine levels and procrastination is paramount. High peaks in dopamine often correlate with deeper troughs, which can profoundly impact our motivation and ability to complete tasks successfully. To disrupt the cycle of procrastination, techniques such as short bursts of exercise can be remarkably effective. Even the smallest achievements can reignite motivation, serving as stepping stones back to a more productive mindset. Moreover, engaging in activities that induce discomfort has proven to be significantly beneficial in overcoming procrastination. Cold exposure, for instance, can stimulate quicker rebounds in motivation and focus, providing an essential wake-up call. Yet, for many, meditation presents its own challenges, especially for those who are not regular practitioners. The effort required to initiate and sustain this practice can often lead to frustration and avoidance, particularly when motivation dips. However, incorporating short bursts of meditation, lasting between 5 to 10 minutes, can effectively shift one's mindset and help combat procrastination. This approach encourages individuals to reconnect with motivation and drive. Through engaging in effortful activities, including meditation, individuals can deepen their dopamine troughs, ultimately leading to quicker rebounds to their baseline motivation levels. Such strategies serve as effective tools against the persistent challenge of procrastination.